Do I look cooled down this week? Because I shouldn't. The AC's still out. What is this, the third episode in a row with no AC? This is bad. So hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of my big fat journey where I still am living in hell. But hopefully, tomorrow that changes. I believe tomorrow I'm supposed to have an appointment to have it fixed, finally, to have it replaced and everything. But we'll see. It was supposed to either be Monday or Tuesday, but I never got a call back. So who knows at this point. But we have the ball in motion. That's the important thing. Number 2, I'm very, very tired. So hopefully I can do this and do this right and fast, because I do not want to be editing in this hot room for very long. But last week, we weighed in. Just 2 pounds away from 200 at 276.6, right? We needed a 274.6 is what we needed. And I was like, oh, come on. Like, this is a rough week. I didn't break keto, but I had a night snack one night. It was just after some bad stress and just trying to handle insurance and everything. It was a long week of playing phone tag with people. It was hell. But that's what you do as a homeowner. You have to go through hell so that way you can live in a better place. So with that though, I was pretty confident that I was not going to meet the goal. I was looking for about a 1 pound weight loss. Weighed in this morning at a 274.4 pounds. So bringing us to a total of 200.2 pounds lost. We are officially back to having progress now, even though it is like the most minuscule amount possible, because from what I'm seeing, my scale does not do odd numbers. We're losing that old weight again, and that is the good thing. I am very, very happy because now the guilt of vacation can be a thing of the past, and we can start progressing on into the fresh weight where we're setting new records. Which the new record is going to be getting below 270 and finally seeing a 2.6 would finally be nice to see again. Hopefully here in like a week or two's time, we'll be able to see those numbers again. But I'm very, very happy to be back. We got back before September, which I think was before the deadline I was thinking. So very, very happy with that. So I do have 2 stories to share this week. One happened at the store where I had ran into a customer I hadn't seen in quite some time. And she was asking me about how the diet was going. And I was like, oh, I've been at 200 pounds. And I knew that she was going to be trying keto at one point. And I'd asked her how she was doing. And she said that she had fallen off the wagon. I was like, so what was it? What made you fall off? And she was like, well, I keep falling off. And it's always the bread. The bread always makes me fall off. And I was like, I get that. So I tried mentioning the idea of using the Lewis Bakery for like pizzas and for garlic bread substitutes and whatnot, using that base. So I don't know if that'll get her back on it or not, but I hate seeing people fall off the wagon because it's a good diet. It really is, if you can do it properly and you can figure it out. But it takes some self-discipline to stick onto. It really does. Any diet really takes a lot of self-discipline. And with keto, it's basically you got to be able to cut down your foods, and you have to be able to say no to any type of sugar, any type of carb. And that's a hard thing to do. It's so hard to say no to carbs. Speaking of which, this next week I'm going to have about, I think, 3 cheat days and 2 cheat days with a middle one in between that I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It's going to be the grand finale for this cheating, these group cheat days. Because I haven't had a good meal with my grandmother in quite some time. So I want to do that this week where I do not have to think about keto restrictions with a meal at all. So it's really only going to be 1 meal out of the day, and I'm going to try and take it easy on that one. But since I know I'm going to be kicked out of ketosis for that meal, I'm going to do the one food that I still have not had my appetite satisfied for, and that is just chicken wings. Barbecued chicken wings that are breaded, specifically breaded. from a place not too far from here. Actually, just like about a 9-minute drive. But I really, really just need to get that taste out of my mouth, because I have not had that taste in probably 18 months now. Like a year and a half, I would say, just about. And I miss it. That's just one of the few tastes that I'm just like really, really needing back. That and eggnog. I need eggnog back in my diet for at least a little bit during the off season. Like maybe around Thanksgiving I'll try a glass, and then around Christmas. But yeah, I definitely, for the love of God, need to get a chicken wing in my stomach. So since I know I'm going to be breaking ketosis and I know it's going to be out of my system at that point, then I'm going to go ahead and just have one more meal on I think Saturday. It's probably when I'm going to be having that meal. Maybe Friday. I'm not sure. But then I think I've come to the conclusion that I want to limit myself to, since I've reintroduced myself into these cheat days, I don't want to get into the mindset that cheat days are one way or the other, good or bad. So what I think I'm going to do is like the first weekend maybe of every month, I maybe do a cheat meal. That's just set. And then if there's like any new candy or a new pop that came out that I really, really want to try, like there's Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. Fascinated by the idea of it. I kind of want to try it, but I know it's not keto by any means. So maybe I could save that for that first of the month and then just try whatever's new then. Or if there's like a new candy bar or something, I could try it on that day. Just having one day out of a month. So that way it is only like 3 days a month of where I'm actually going to be suffering with bad appetite and stuff like that. And I think it's something that is worth, I think it's something worth the struggle. And it can help me curb the cravings because I have something to look forward to. I think that is an acceptable way to go about it. I think I'll only do it for September and then October. But I think at that point, I'm going to skip the beginning of November because we have Thanksgiving and then we have Christmas coming. I kind of want to continue. I want to have those days just set aside in general. But I think that's going to be the plan I'm going to try and go with. But if at any point I feel like it's making me sidetracked away from the diet itself, then I'll stop it immediately. Because sticking to this thing is like the most important thing for me, and to never lose the mindset of striving to do this. I don't want to lose that at all. I just can't. I've worked too hard to get to the point of where I'm at right now. I'm still not done on where I need to get to. Like I said, I still want to get to like 237 or 238, which is less than 40 pounds away. And at the pace that we're going right now, 40 pounds ago was back at March 21st. That was a while ago. So I could probably be on keto still through February till I reach the goal weight, unless I could figure out a way to really speed this up. We'll see. I'm going to manage it at the pace that I can, and I'm still continuing to learn. So I'm really happy with the 2.2 pound loss this week, which was right where I wanted to be. It was perfect. But hopefully the air conditioning gets fixed this week, and hopefully I can get back to doing videos like a little bit more like I want to. Because this is just torturous trying to sit in this room and edit these. It just sucks. I have been working a little bit more on the script, and I have a lot more ideas of what I want to do jotted down. But it's going to be a while until I can really truly make this movie, because I think it's not going to come out until probably summer next year. And that's a rough guess at this point, because I can't finish the movie for sure until I reach the end goal of 236, 237. It's crucial for me that has to happen. And even then, it's not really the end of the journey. I still have to figure out how I'm going to adjust into eating in a normal new style of where I can have carbs again, but I have to figure out how to trick my mind into not overdoing it. Because like I saw on Florida, like I overdid it very, very easily. So I got to figure out some mental tactic to try and fix that at some point. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this week, though. Not really much left to talk about. Just keep on keeping on right now. I'm going to go hard on starving myself basically for these first couple of days of the week. Really try and make sure the ketosis is going strong for as long as I can, and then when I have those 3 cheat days, I know I'm not going to lose anything, but I'm going to try and not gain anything at that point. So hopefully maybe like a 1 pound to 2 pound loss next week. Hopefully. I'm not going to hold out for it though, because I know what I'm getting into, but I want to definitely try and do what I can. So that is going to do it for this week though, everybody. I do want to make one more reminder. I think that signups might be coming to a close here soon. If you want to join in on the virtual runners thing for the world record, that is going to be coming up on, I think it is going to be Sunday, September 19th, I want to say. Yeah, September 19th. I'll try and remember to put a link down to the description for applying for that run if you want to join in on it. Cost is free if you want to run and become part of the record. All it has to do is has to be tracked. So you have to have like a tracker on your phone or something like that, so that way you can have your run tracked, and then you just submit that. Now, it's only 3 weeks away. But I'll be doing a video blog thing about that when the time comes. But yeah, that's going to do it for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys back here next week. Good night.